Grogu and the singing crystal, the Razor Crest, drifted silently above the moon of Illa, a cold world filled with glowing ice caverns. Mando had landed to gather supplies and hopefully, credits. "Stay close, kid," he said as they entered the tunnels. "This place echoes weird." Grogu waddled beside him, eyes wide. The cavern glittered like a sky full of stars. Then, somewhere deep inside, a soft hum began to rise, like a lullaby sung by the planet itself. Grogu stopped. His ears twitched. He tilted his head and cooed, listening. "Don't wander off," Mando warned. Naturally, Grogu wandered off. He followed the sound deeper into the cave until he found a large crystal, glowing a deep blue. It pulsed gently, each beat matching his heartbeat. Curious, he touched it with one tiny finger. The hum changed pitch, and suddenly the entire cavern sang. Walls shimmered, lights rippled across the ice, and echoes of ancient voices filled the air. Grogu giggled, spinning around as sparkles danced around him. Back near the entrance, Mando froze. What in blazes? He ran toward the sound, blaster ready, only to find Grogu standing in a swirl of light, waving his little hands like a conductor. "Kid," Mando said, "what did you do this time?" Grogu looked up proudly and cooed. The crystal responded with a cheerful chime. Then, to Mando's disbelief, the cave itself began to shift. Ice parted, revealing murals of old Jedi and strange runes glowing faintly. "The Force is strong here," Mando murmured. Grogu looked thoughtful for a moment, then reached into his pocket and pulled out his snack, a crumbly ration cookie, and placed it gently beside the crystal, as if giving it an offering. The hum softened to a gentle, grateful note. Moments later the glow faded and the cave fell quiet again. Mando sighed. "You just had to poke the magic rock, didn't you?" Grogu yawned, already tired from the excitement. Mando scooped him up, shaking his head. "One day you're going to start a galactic event with that curiosity." Grogu nestled into his arm, half asleep, the faint blue light of the crystal reflecting in his big dark eyes. As they left the cavern, the stone gave one final, soft note, almost like it was saying goodbye. Mando looked down at the sleeping child and muttered, "You know, kid, sometimes I think the galaxy sings just for you." Grogu snored quietly in response, which, to be fair, was as close to thank you as Mando ever got.